What's up, Broncos country? I'm coming in fired up because today we're talking about something that's going to make every orange and blue heartbeat faster. Our defense, folks, is getting ready to shake the NFL in 2025 and become the best in the league. That's right, Broncos country. We're talking about a unit that's already making opposing teams weak in the knees before the season even starts. So grab a cold beer, throw on your jersey, and let's dive into this hot topic. What do you think? Is this defense going to be unstoppable? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop in the comments what you're expecting this season. Let's go, Broncos country. Let's lay it all out. 2024 already showed the league that our defense is no joke. You know how many total yards we allowed? Just 5,391. The best in the NFL. That's like slamming the door in offenses' faces and throwing away the key. And now in 2025, with key additions and a mindset ready to wreak havoc, this squad is looking to level up and do what few teams can: dominate from start to finish. We're talking about a group that mixes veteran presence, young fire, and a serious hunger to prove that Denver is where offenses come to suffer. Vance Joseph, our defensive coordinator, is the mastermind behind it all. He's orchestrating this unit like a rock band, dialing up blitzes at a 46.3% rate that's giving opposing quarterbacks nightmares. And with new additions like linebacker Dre Greenlaw, safety Talanoa Hufanga, and cornerback Jahdae Barron, things just got real, Broncos country. These guys aren't just reinforcements, they're straight-up game changers. So tell me, which of these new guys are you most hyped to see on the field? Is it Hufanga flying in for interceptions, Greenlaw smashing running backs, or Barron already showing he's got veteran swagger as a rookie? Hit the comments. I want to feel the energy from you, Broncos country. Now let's talk about the guys who are going to make this defense a full-blown nightmare for offenses. First up, Alex Singleton. This linebacker is an absolute beast. He's all over the field reading plays like he's got the quarterback's brain downloaded and bringing that fire to the team. The man straight up said, "We want to be the best, no question." And when Singleton talks, Broncos country listens. He's the heartbeat of this defense. And now he's got Dre Greenlaw by his side, a linebacker with game-changer status. Greenlaw shuts down the run like nobody's business, and he's fast enough to cover tight ends and even some receivers. Picture these two together. It's like Batman and Robin, but with more tackles and no capes. Who else thinks this duo will be the most feared in the NFL? Raise those virtual hands and drop a comment. I know you're as pumped as I am. In the secondary, we're stacked. Pat Surtain, too, is already one of the best corners in the game. An absolute wall. The guy's basically a deserted island where receivers go to get lost. He locks down the top talent and makes quarterbacks think twice about even looking his way. And now with rookie Jahdae Barron showing out in camp and Talanoa Hufanga bringing that heat at safety, our secondary is looking like a locked vault. Chains, padlocks, and alarms included. Hufanga is that guy who can flip a game with a pick or a hit that gets the whole stadium on its feet. You feeling the potential here? And on the D-line, it's bad news for opposing QBs. Zach Allen and John Franklin Myers were monsters in 2024, constantly applying pressure that left quarterbacks rattled. Now throw in Malcolm Roach into the rotation, hungry and ready to prove himself. And we've got a front line that won't give offenses a second to breathe. You know that moment when a QB checks the play clock and realizes time's up? Yeah, our guys are going to make that happen constantly. Broncos country, I want to hear from you. What makes a defense the best in the NFL? Is it sacks, where the QB gets smashed so hard he forgets the playbook? Is it turnovers, picks and fumbles that swing the game? Or is it that no one's getting through here attitude that totally shuts down the other team? I think it's a mix of all of that. And with this Broncos D, we've got a squad aiming to lead in every category. Think about it. In 2024, we only gave up 5,791 yards, best in the league. That's basically saying, go ahead and try, we dare you. And in 2025, with new talent and the right mentality, the goal is crystal clear. More turnovers, more sacks, more moments that make Empower Field at Mile High erupt. So tell me in the comments, which stat do you want to see the Broncos lead in? More INTs, more sacks, fewer points allowed? And which opponent are you dying to see get shut down by this defense? The Chiefs and Mahomes? The Raiders, just to send a message? Or maybe Joe Burrow and the Bengals? Let's hear it. Broncos country. What's on your mind? Here's the thing. Broncos country. What separates a good defense from a legendary one is mindset. And this Broncos crew? Their heads are in the right place. Chris Harris Jr., a living legend in Denver, already said, "This defense has no weaknesses." And look, when a guy from the no-fly zone says that, you listen. He sees the same thing we do. A team that doesn't just play well, but wants to be remembered as the best. And leading this charge? Vance Joseph. The man's like a general out there, crafting schemes that leave offenses dazed. With a blitz rate of 46. 3%, he's bringing non-stop pressure. And when it's not the blitz, it's tight coverage that turns every pass into a risky gamble. Joseph's building an aggressive mentality in this defense, and the players are all in. They're not just trying to stop teams, they want to humiliate them. At 2025 minicamp, practices were next level. Guys were flying around with chemistry you could feel. Singleton leading by example. Certain, quiet, but dominant. Hufanga and Greenlaw bringing fresh energy. You could tell something special is being built in Denver. And the best part? They're playing like a real team. Like brothers who've got each other's backs. That's how a defense becomes unstoppable, Broncos country. So tell me, what's the defensive play you want to see most in 2025? A sack that blows the roof off? A pick six that changes the game? A hit so nasty the offense needs a week to recover? Drop it in the comments. I know you're as fired up as I am. And Broncos country, no one said the road to being the NFL's best defense would be easy. The 2025 season is packed with challenges. We've got the Chiefs with Mahomes pulling off magic tricks, the Bengals with Joe Burrow playing like it's Madden. And let's not forget NFC battles, the Eagles, the 49ers, teams with offenses that will test anyone. But you know what's awesome? Our defense is ready for these tests. Pat Surtain, too, has already proven he can lock down receivers like Jamar Chase and Tyreek Hill. He doesn't play around, and quarterbacks know throwing his way is practically asking for a pick. Talanoa Hufanga and Jahdae Barron will make sure deep passes come with major risk for any offense. And with Alex Singleton and Dre Greenlaw up front, running backs better pray for every yard they try to gain against us. Another key factor is consistency. In 2024, we were top tier in yards allowed, but the squad wants more. More turnovers, more game-changing plays, more moments that get the crowd screaming their lungs out. And with the mindset these guys are bringing in, I'm betting we'll see plenty of balls flying right into our defenders' hands. And there's one game everyone's got circled. That showdown against the Chiefs, probably in prime time, at Invesco Field at Mile High. Just imagine a packed stadium, the crowd going wild, and Mahomes getting sacked by Zach Allen while Hufanga's lurking for any wild throw he dares to make. That's the kind of game that defines a season, Broncos country. So tell me, which game are you most excited to see this defense dominate, and which opponent do you want to see completely shut down? Drop it in the comments. Broncos country, let's wrap this up. Why do the Denver Broncos have everything it takes to be the best defense in the NFL in 2025? First off, raw talent. We've got stars like Pat Surtain, too, already one of the best at what he does. We've got leaders like Alex Singleton, who plays with heart and lifts the whole team, and we've got reinforcements like Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa Hufanga, and Jahdae Barron, all hungry to prove themselves. Second, the strategy. Vance Joseph knows exactly how to use these guys. He mixes aggressive blitzes with smart coverage schemes, creating a defense that's tough to figure out. It's like playing chess while the offense is stuck playing tic-tac-toe. And with the depth we've got, we can match up against any type of offense, run or pass. Third, the vibe. These guys play like a unit, with chemistry you can feel on the field. They've got each other's backs, they motivate one another, and they carry that us-against-the-world mindset. Remember the no-fly zone? Yeah, this 2025 defense is bringing back that spirit, with a modern twist and even more fire. And it's not just me saying this. Analysts are putting us at the top of their rankings. Former players like Chris Harris Jr. are calling this defense special, and even rival fans are starting to get nervous. That's called respect, Broncos country. We're climbing back to the top, and 2025 is the year to show that Denver is where offenses come to learn the hard way. Broncos country, we're at the end, but the energy's just getting started. This Denver Broncos defense is ready to make serious noise in 2025, and I want you with us every step of the way. So here's the deal. Smash that like button to support the channel, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. In the comments, I want to hear from you. Who's going to be the MVP of this defense? Certain locking up receivers, Singleton leading with heart, or maybe Hufanga with a pick that ends up on every highlight reel? And which rival do you want to see get absolutely cooked by our defense? Chiefs, Raiders, Bengals, drop it below. Broncos country, this is our season. Let's show the whole league that Denver is where offenses come to suffer. Until the next video, go Broncos!